So the first topic today is about list. First question, do you make a list when you shop? I don't really have a to-do list when I go out for shopping, um, but it's very inconvenient for me to do it sometimes because I like shopping randomly and usually choose things based on my preference and probably on their outlooks. And sometimes I do shopping with a plan to do, but most of the time I don't. For example, the last time I shopped something big was a week ago, and I did not have a list, and it worked quite well for me. And I don't really think that I do need a list to manage my shopping. Second question, do you make a list for your work? Does it work? I do have a plan for everything I do, but sometimes it doesn't work well, and most of the time I could not finish all the tasks I list, even though I plan it well enough. But there are many errands and unexpected things come up, so it's very hard for me to work it out. For example, I usually have a plan for the day after, for how many things I'm gonna do and many tasks that I have to handle. But usually I run out of time, and because things just ran over, and it's very hard to finish all the assignments in such limited time amount. But I think there are still many people who can do it. So I'll try my best to be mastered in time management in the future. Third question, do you prefer to make a list on paper or your phone? I would like paper version to when it comes to making a list, but I would admit that making a list or a note on phones tend to be more convenient and more practical sometimes, because it's hard for me to find paper and pen most of the time. But my phone is something that I'm always sticking around, so it's easier for me to reach it. And for example, I usually note down the things I have to do for after I'm complete a task with my phone, because it's very easy for me to get access to it. So I think it's very pragmatic and prevalent for people to take note on phone. Last question on this topic. Why don't some people like making lists? Because at first it's quite inconvenient, and people think that they may adjust to the things that come up to them, and maybe because they lose belief in their achievement of things after lots of delays and procrastination. So I think it doesn't boil down to the fact it's not effective, but I think it mainly relies on the users of the list. For example, I myself always know that making a list before shopping is essential so that you may not overspend. But sometimes I just lazy, and I just shop whatever I like, and even I want to come to the store to see what they are available, and it's just shopping for interest, even though it's not good. I know that, but that's just a habit. The second topic is about chatting. Do you like chatting with friends? I kind of like talking to my friends, in which we have some meaningful conversations sometimes, because it helps me to feel unwind and to relax after some hectic schedule week. But nowadays I don't have much time as I did before. For example, the last time I went out and had some coffee with my friends was several months ago. And we talk about lots of things about our future, about our occupation, and the upcoming plans, even marriage, because some of those are already got married. So I think it's very hard for me these days to keep chatting with friends like before, but I think that's a good thing. What do you usually chat about with friends? As mentioned before, I usually discuss with friends about our future and some other goals that are meaningful to all of us. And sometimes just like errands, like small steps. We're just talking nonsense for fun. But most of us are mature enough, so I think the main discussion is about some topics that really matters. For example, just the last topic we discussed about was about so far as I remember, it was about marriage and how to take care of kids. Because one of my friends just got married and he had no idea about how to raise up a kid well. So we discussed about it. And I think, friends' conversations can always bring us good vibe and help us to retain our sanity after lots of stress and pressure. Next question. Do you prefer to chat with a group of people or with only one friend? It depends. I think sometimes I want to be sociable, and I just want to socialize with as many people as I would. But on the other days, I just want to be chilling down and just to sit back and have some coffee with my friends. I mean, my beloved ones, and just but most of the time I'm quite introvert, so I prefer having some more meaningful conversations with my limited circle of relationship. For example, I usually spend much time with my two friends who I known since university. So I think spending time with them is good way for me to be relaxed and to feel more relieved. So the last question: do you prefer to communicate face to face via social media? I have to admit that I'm not a texter or a social media lover. To be honest, I quite detest them because I don't want to spend much time on screen. And also, I think there's something about social media that it can easily harm people's brain, and it really affects our emotions, especially when it comes to relationships. So when I want to communicate with my friends, I prefer, it depends, but most of the time I prefer having some face-to-face conversations rather than just texting, which is, fast, convenient, but quite meaningless to me. For example, I usually set some dates with my friends just once in a while. But when we meet each other, it really feels like it's very intriguing. It's much more comfortable to communicate with them in a real person rather than just spend time in chatting on internet.